Hello and thanks for choosing to watch this video. You're about to watch me speak to Neil Jones about Liverpool's potential pursuit of Kylian Mbappe once again. If you want to watch the full video, head over to Redmen Plus where you'll see me speak about the Liverpool injury situation as well as FSG's future plans with the club. So moving on now to old favourite of everybody's, Kylian Mbappe has resurfaced.
Yes, yeah.
Of course. This week some multiple French sources basically, including RMC Sport, Le Parisien. Kylian Mbappe wants to leave PSG this January, as soon as this January, if not potentially the summer. Not happy. God knows why he's not happy. He basically runs the show, doesn't he, there now? Paris Saint-Germain are only willing to sell him to Liverpool, according to reports. They're not interested in market, not interested in the Real Madrid move. So, listen, I mean, where do you want to start on Kylian Mbappe?
Yeah, I'll start with, it doesn't reflect well on him, does it? I don't think. I mean, we obviously don't know the truth somewhere in there. You know, I know. Obviously, Luis Campos and Christophe Galtier have both sort of dismissed it as just fabrication, and you know that's not true. And it will be. You know, of course, it'll be true. That I don't think that sort of story comes out in such, like you say, Le Parisien, RMC, Marca, you know, everyone really sort of on the same briefing or speaking to the same sources, or you know, it was.
It's there.
It came out and it came big. I don't think it reflects well on Mbappe, like you say. I mean, you know, he made a big deal, didn't he, of not leaving PSG and staying, and you know, Mbappe 2025 on the shirt and all that. You know, signed his contract, and then what? 3-4 months later, it's broken down to such an extent. And when you read the stories around it, the reason it's broken down, they don't seem like sort of, you know, they don't seem like, oh well, yeah, you can understand that really. You know, it's like, I don't want Neymar to play for us anymore, and you know, I want to pivot to play off. And you know, I mean, the top of the league, they're going to win the French league. They've still got a chance to win the Champions League. You know, if you were asking most players who were an attacker, you know, who would you like to play alongside? I think a lot of the people would say Messi and Neymar would be quite high on the list. Obviously they've changed the manager. They've tried to bring in some players. That's quite good business in the summer, to be honest, with some of the players they brought in. And yeah, it's still not enough for him. I don't know. There is a little element of what does he want, or what is it? Is it just a simple case of actually, I should have left. I wish I'd left. I missed my chance, and possibly. Liverpool wise, look, it's really hard to see Liverpool getting anything together to get Kylian Mbappe. Jürgen was, you know, I spoke about it, didn't he, at the start of the summer? I think he said, you know, yeah, it was just, the figures were just not possible. Yeah. Mbappe, I think, gave an interview, didn't he, to the Telegraph, where he said, I spoke to Jurgen Klopp and Liverpool, and I think he does have a respect and an appreciation for them, but I don't know if that respect will lend itself to halving his wage demands, or you know, coming for less than what his market value is. I still think it's probably likely he ends up at Real Madrid, although we'll bring that full circle. Maybe that impacts Liverpool's Bellingham pursuit. You know, if Mbappe is back on the table for Real Madrid, maybe that is decent news for Liverpool.
Yeah, it could well be, because I think there's some concern amongst the fan base about the Bellingham and Madrid stuff, isn't it?
Yeah.
They seem to be emerging quite strongly.
Yeah, obviously there was a front page, wasn't it? It was Marca, wasn't it? Saying that like Jude has been identified as the man, and yeah, I think I saw Rob Draper put it in pretty good terms. He said that usually tells you that Real Madrid are confident that they're going to get their man. Not often. I mean, Mbappe is an example of one where they probably did think they were getting him and he didn't. So it's not always the case. But yeah, I mean, I'd be surprised. Put it this way, I'd be surprised if Real Madrid signed both of those two, and I would be very upset if they did, because I think you'd be looking at the Champions League next season thinking, yeah, we may as well not bother.
And Real Madrid signing players, but when they want someone, they tend to get them. Yeah, they do. As well.
I mean, it's funny, isn't it? Because I actually watched. Very topical, but on the way up to Glasgow, I watched the Figo documentary. I hadn't seen it, and I know obviously everyone's been talking about it, but that was sort of it serves as a reminder really that when Real Madrid really go for someone, the law is still huge for them. Even if you play for Barcelona, or even if you play for Paris Saint-Germain, World Cup winner, whoever it is, Real Madrid is a hard one when they go big for someone. It's hard for them to say, nah, you're all right, I'll leave it.
Well, not, in every sense as well, not just sort of the gravitas of the club, but the money they're able to offer. And it's something where Liverpool, unfortunately, aren't really able to match them at the minute. And just wanted to round off on that then. So we're already concerned about potentially the Bellingham deal and the Bellingham money. So do you think it's some just a pipe dream really to consider Mbappe as a possibility?
Yeah, I do. I mean, stranger things have happened, but you look at, I mean, the rumoured, I think was it 300 million, I think was the price tag alone.
That's the price tag, yeah.
Yeah, and then, I mean,
he's on over half a million a week.
Liverpool's transfer record is 75 million, you know, so you're looking at, significant uptick in that, and then you've got to factor in the salary. And also, listen, this isn't the sort of, didn't want him anyway, but I think you have to consider this, that Liverpool, Kylian Mbappe probably, if he did sign for Liverpool tomorrow, the chances are he's not there in 2 years' time. You know, so you're committing that money, aren't you, to a player that is going to be passing through. You know, Liverpool have made a big thing about becoming a sort of a destination for players rather than a little stop-off point. And
he's not that.
It doesn't feel like he is anyway. You know, unless he just, you know, he found heaven here and it became sort of too good for him. But I don't see it, but I'd like to see it.
Yeah, and not only that, you mentioned Declan Rice's character as well earlier. With all the stuff we got now with Mbappe, you'd almost have to question that.
I tell you what, I'd be interested to see if he came and the first time Liverpool got a penalty, and to see what him and Mo Salah did when the ball, the ball was bouncing.
We thought him and Mane had problems.
Exactly.
Jesus.
Yeah, but I mean, listen, we're all going to keep an eye on it, aren't we? I don't think this saga is going to be resolved anytime soon. I think it's going to rumble and rumble. There'll be a lot of briefing going on. There'll be a lot of counter argument and this and that. Maybe there'll be a Netflix documentary about this in years to come.
I think it's got to them realms already, hasn't it, to be honest? Hi everybody, thanks for watching the show. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you give it a like on the way out. Did you know you could get some hoodies, t-shirts and any accessories from redmenmerch.com? So head on over there now and grab yourself something.